Hello, hello everyone. We are back again and we're attempting to make a Song Sparrow. Yeah, I don't think I got the colors quite right. Don't think I got the colors quite right. I think I probably should have just done the off-white all the way down. I don't know. Because you can't really see the darker brown in there. But that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's see here. Where even am I working in? I am working in right here. You know what? How about I check and see how we're doing with our shifting? It looks like I actually I just fixed the shift last row. Okay. Where to we go? Alrighty. So that is fine. I'm going to need to hide that inside of there. My yarn is all sorts of messed up already. That's also fine. I need to swap to dark brown. That's what I need to snag. There we go. We go there. We'll do dark brown. Then we go to the lighter brown. I might actually start speckling in some of the off-white. Okay, come on, yarn. What are we doing here? What did I do? I went through that thing. I did not want to go through it. Somehow I went through it. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. All right, now I need the dark brown again. Let's see here, dark brown. And we go here. There we go. Let's go to, let's start speckling in some of this off-white because I want that too. We're going to slowly transition the light brown to off-white. I need my dark brown now. Here we go. Oh my goodness, so much yarn all over the place. Okay. There's that. And now we're going to go back to light brown again. Oh, I should probably put the little eyeballs on there at some point soon. Maybe. We'll see. Let's do a white one. Here. Go. We'll go right back to the light brown. Finish that with light brown. Then we gotta finish. Actually, no, that is going to be just brown. Let's actually do one more white over here. One more white. And now we'll go back to the light brown. Oops, there we go. Go this last stitch there, and now we can go back to the gray. And I want to make sure that let's see here. I'm going to have all of those go under. And I need to make sure that I get both of these gray bits hidden away so that they are out of the way. I think that's actually 2 already, so I don't even need to do that one. All these little spots that I'm doing, they're only 2 rows high, so I just have to make sure that anytime I'm adding in the brown, that I make sure that it's either I only did it like 1 row previously and not bunch of rows before. Where did my gray go? There's my gray. Okay. It's just a little bit complicated. How is everyone's day going? Goodness, I did not get very much stuff accomplished today, but you know, that's okay. Some days are a little bit slow, and that is all right. Tis indeed all right. Okay, and I need to make sure that I do some increases here so that I don't forget, because I will forget, and I don't wish to forget. Okay, we are going to go here. There we go, and then we're going to go back over here. Alrighty, is this one 2? That one is 2. So we're going to go here. And then I'm going to go there. And I need to do another increase, actually. And then we'll do single there. Okay, come on, yarn. How are we doing? Getting a little difficult. A little difficult. There we go. Go there and finish with that one. Okay, and now I could swap to, let's actually swap to the white so that we can slowly get this transitioned over. So we're gonna go white here and white here. Let's see here. Okay, that one needs to, we're gonna swap back to the light brown actually. Brown, we're going to do one little light brown stitch here. We're going to do one more light brown stitch there, and then we're going to swap right back to the white again. Finish that stitch with the white. Do a white stitch here. Do another white stitch here. And then we'll do, goodness, a lot of my yarn is being kind of tight today. Maybe I stacked them kind of weird. I'll have to look into it. Alright, we're gonna do, yeah, one brown, then we'll swap to some white again. White, let's see here, where do I need the white? Let's gonna put the white right here, and I'm gonna swap right back again to the brown. There we go. Whoop, I got a little bit of the white still on there. There we go. Do one stitch of brown, do another of white. Oh, come on, yarn. Why are we getting all sorts of tangled? All sorts of twisted up. There we go. There's that one. Oh, I probably should have done a decrease somewhere here. Oh well. That's okay. We'll get a decrease on going next row. Okay, come on, yarn. Why are we getting super tight? I dislike this. All right. You know what? Let's get those eyeballs on before I forget, because I am going to. I might. These ones are too tiny. These are just gonna go right through. I think maybe we can get them in there. Maybe we can get them on there. Oh my goodness, my little ends falling everywhere. I just have a little bunch of little caps all over my desk now. That's fine. Okay, let's see where I want to put these. Okay, I'm not gonna keep that right there, but that is just gonna keep that in place. Okay, little bird, where do we want your eyeballs? I think I want an eyeball right here. And I need this to kind of go in the stitch a little bit so that it will stay. Like it kind of needs to go in between some of these stitches. So it can't be directly. I think we're going to go right here then. So I'm almost going in through the top of a stitch. And then once I get through that thing, then I can make it go down. Okay, come on, yarn. Hello. Can we function, please? Much appreciate. There we go. Something like that, maybe? Something. I think that's too high. I think they need to go a little bit lower. Let's see here, maybe right here. I'm gonna go right down this stitch. There's that one. And then, where would that be on this side? I think that would be like right about here on this side. Something like that. That looks much better. Except that this one needs to come forward a little bit. Oh, that's not where I want it. Needs to go like right here. I think. Something like that. And something like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, now let's get these little caps on there. One cap. Two cap. Almost. There we go. Alright, now we got our little birdie eyes. Little birdie eyes. There we go. Okay, now that we got that finished. She's actually kind of cute. I actually kind of like them. Looking pretty good. Not quite the colors, I think, but that's okay. The colors, we can change up the colors when we get to bird number 2. Because there will probably most likely be a bird number 2. As there usually is, aside from the bald eagle. Bald eagle was just, I ran out of, I actually did find, I found more brown yarn. So I do technically have more brown yarn. I think I would use more than what I have for that, though, if I was going to try to make another one. So I think I would need to go buy more of that dark brown yarn if I was going to make another bald eagle. So we're just going to leave them there for now. Increase. And we'll do another increase once we get a little bit closer to the other side. Yeah, that one's fine. Do increase here. Right, yeah, right there. That'll be a good one. Alrighty. Go there. Okay, and now I need to do a decrease across the front here. I think we're mainly going to be doing off-whites for this row. Maybe a couple of tans or some of the lighter brown. Mainly going to be doing... Oh, come on, yarn. There we go. There's that. There's that one. I'm going to do the light brown right here, actually. Right here. Wait, nope, that's an increase. Right here. Okay, and now we're going to do the decrease with the white. So do the decrease. Do another white. We'll do another white, and we're going to swap to the tan again. Oops, there we go, almost. And there's that one. Then we'll swap back to the white. White, and white. Okay, oh, that would be why we have the yarn is getting tight, because there was a knot. What's up, Rice Cake? What you doing, sweet man? He just woke up from his nap. I was moving some bins around the other day, and apparently he really likes to sleep on one of these bins. So I found him chilling there several times. So I might just leave a bin out for him and just let him chill. I wonder if it's kind of cool. If it's like kind of cooling, it would be kind of nice. I wonder if I like attached like an ice pack or something to like the bottom of the bin lid. So like if I attach like an ice pack to the bottom of the, because like it's just like a plastic bin. So if I attach like an ice pack or something to the bottom of it, it might make the lid cool. And then that might entice him to lay there if it's nice and cool. Because then it's like an automatically cooled bed. It would be kind of nice. Honestly, in summer, I kind of wish I had one of those. It would be kind of nice. Would be kind of nice. There's that one. Righty. Let's see here. I need to swap to the white again. And we're going to start doing the, we're going to start with, so yeah, we're going to start decreasing. Oh, let's not shank myself. That would be quite nice. So I'm going to start decreasing and making it so that there's this little ridge along the bottom, or this little edge to it, so that the bird will stand up. And yeah, that is the goal at least. We're going to see how well that will work. There's that one. Then we gotta go here. Do another single. Let's go here. I think I want to do another single there. This one, let's do a decrease. There's that one. And I'm just trying to hide this loose bit here so that I don't have to worry about it later. Is like oftentimes like if you just leave all of those loose little bits in there, they will start pulling the project in different ways and it can affect the shaping a little bit. So I like to make it so that it's hidden inside of the stitches. That way it doesn't pull the project into weird shapes. It's kind of forced to hold its shape the way that you want it to, the way that the stitches want it to, more so than the way that the yarn is trying to make it go. Okay, I think I do want to get one little bit here. There we go. And I just did a decrease, so that one can be a single. It's also going to help to make these color change stitches be tighter, because it's not just going to be loose in the project. It's gonna be kept tight so it won't make giant holes places, which is good. We don't want giant holes. Don't want giant holes. Giant holes are not great. right, we're gonna go there. What did I just do? That was a single, so this one's gonna be a decrease. And then this one's a single. This one will be a decrease. Oh my goodness, I forgot I have my bagel here. I made a bagel right before I started streaming. I only ate half of it so far. I need to make sure that I eat food. Finished all of my casserole for lunch today, and I was like, oh, well, now what am I going to do for dinner? Decided on a bagel. Decided on a bagel. I do need to make more food though, because I don't know when. I might have time tomorrow to make something, but it's gonna be, yeah, I'm not gonna have much time this week. That's kind of what I'd like to do, is I like to make like one thing that I can eat over like several days rather than making something new every single day. It just takes too much time to make something new every single day, and it's just a hassle. So I prefer to just make one thing and then eat it over the course of like 5 days or so. I'm actually going to get these little brown bits to be finished because I don't need them anymore. We don't need these excessive colors. So we're just gonna make them go away, and then I don't have to deal with them. We'll definitely need them for the wings, but yeah, we'll see. We're gonna see what we do. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do for the wings. I'm actually gonna need to pull up one of the pictures again and take a look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so hot today. It's actually not even that hot, it's just humid. And it's just like, you can't cool up. I'm gonna turn on my fan. My fan is not on. Maybe that would help. I actually use the things in my house. The things in my room to actually help me stay cool. Maybe if I use those, it'll actually help. We'll see. All right. Let's see here. Just a couple more stitches here. And then we can go back to normal crochet. So the last one was a decrease. This one, that one was a single. And now this one is going to be a decrease. Actually, I want to swap to the white to finish this. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, there's a giant hole right there. Wonder why there's a giant hole right there. Is there something that I can pull to make the hole go away? Let's see here. Not that. How about this thing? I think that's one high. This one? Nope. This one? Yeah, that one. That's gonna make it go away. Okay. So, how can I... No, we're gonna do something here real quick. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we're going to just gonna twist this a bunch of times. Okay, got that nice and twisted up. I'm gonna grab, actually I want to do it with the light brown, just because I have a little bit more light brown than I do of the medium brown. Okay, we're gonna go through here Gonna grab the light brown. Gonna go here and hopefully be able to get through right there. There we go, just like that. Why is there an ant on my desk? Thank you kindly, ant. Okay. One and two. And just like that, that should fix the problem. That will stay knotted, that will stay tight. And no more giant hole. Are there any other giant holes? Nope, we are all good on giant holes. Cool. Problem fixed. Okay, here's my yarn. There we go. All right, so now I can pretty much just do these stitches normally. So we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna do those. Gonna do another decrease. So I want to make sure that, I want to make sure that this is decreasing properly. So in order to do that, I need to make sure that my stitches aren't going to be pulling in any direction too far. So we're pretty much just going around and around and around until we get to the end. Okay, which way does this want? Yes, that wants to go over top. There we go. I actually started recording a video the other day for doing some general shaping. So I might edit that later today and try to get that out at some point. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do videos. I don't know. Not quite decided on that yet. But there was an urge to just record something, and I was like, okay, we'll do this. So I tried it, and it was quite fun to just work on a little mini project and just do random shapes. It was kind of nice, honestly. But then it's the editing part that I'm like, I don't know about this. We have an ad that's about to start here, so if anyone needs to grab a snack or something, you can absolutely go for it. Okay, what am I doing? White over top of gray. Oh, I did not make that gray hide. That's okay. All right, we're gonna make it hide now. Yeah, there's that one. We're gonna make that gray hide. There we go. Okay, where am I at? I need to do a decrease here. Do a single. I think we might need to do, yeah, we need to do another decrease. And then we swap right back to the gray. Gray needs to go over top of white. Need to decrease. And I think I need to do another decrease. Yeah, another decrease. So basically what I was doing is like, I was kind of going through of like, if you wanted to have a flat surface, you can kind of get a gauge for where how flat your project is going to be based off of the angle of the stitch that you just made and like your project. So like if you look at the angle between your stitch and your project, you can kind of see what it is that your project is going to be doing in the near future. So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Little bits of math. But we love math. Math is fun. Do enjoy math. Okay, I need one more gray stitch. And you know what? I'm actually going to just finish with gray. So I don't need this white anymore, so we're going to end that. 2 chains, snip a clip, skedaddle the white out of there, grab some bagel. You gotta get the fluff. I did get new fluff. Don't fall, fluff. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Oh wait, I can get rid of that. There we go. Beautiful. And I think I'm going to want some more in there. We're gonna just need to pull it all the way up into the head. Because the head is thinner, and so it doesn't like to be pushed all the way up there. Get small heads. Small heads, wonderful birds. Okay, and now I got a little bit more space for a little bit more floof. A little bit more floof. Just a little bit more floof. How does this stuff feel? Kind of scratchy. I feel like my other fluff wasn't nearly as scratchy. Interesting. I think I got too much fluff. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Whoop, don't want that in there. There we go. Alright, now we got the fluff in there. Now we can just finish going around. Okay, that was a very tiny stitch. I do need to make sure that I make these stitches tight enough so that they aren't going to, like right here, I kind of made it that one stitch is kind of loose. So I need to make sure that I don't make them too loose. Otherwise, we'll start getting holes along the bottom of the bird, and that's not good. We don't want holes. Do not want holes. So you kind of gotta make sure. So I'm just kind of going into 2 rows for some of these stitches so that I can fill in those holes a little bit better. One. Here's that one. And then I think we only need like this last one, and then that'll be good. Just like that. Beautiful. 2 chains and we snipper clip. There we go. Right like that. And there is the bird. Now we just gotta get these tails tucked away. I guess I could tuck away the little ends. Whatever you want to call them. If you call them tails, if you call them ends. Whatever little stragglers are sticking out in all sorts of places. Come on, there we go. Here we go. Alrighty. And there is the bird. Does he stand up? Sort of. Sort of, a little bit. I feel like I didn't quite do that base as well as I could have. I don't think I decreased enough for that first row, but then I started to decrease too much for some of those other rows, which is why they started to get a little bit, started to get holes in some of those other rows. Okay, now I think song sparrows have a brown beak. Okay, my computer is listening to me because I open up a new tab and it just has 10 sparrows you didn't know existed. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I knew those sparrows existed. Thank you kindly. Alright. Oh, it's more of a tan beak. Which sparrow was it? Was it the field sparrow? I think there's a field sparrow. And they have a pink beak. It's kind of cool. But song sparrows have more of like a tannish beak. So we're gonna do a tan beak. Hello, Kim! Hi. Yeah, if you got a lurk, that's all good. I'm sure you've got all sorts of busy things that you're doing. Alright, we're gonna do a tan beak. I think I'm actually gonna do it with this medium brown. It might blend in a little bit with the stripes of the head, but I think that will be... Okay, I've got all sorts of stuff in my way. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. All of the... Most of the beaks for these smaller birds, I typically do 3 stitches around for. And so we just do 1. Usually I find a little triangle somewhere wherever I want the beak to go. Or then that little triangle is where we end up sticking the little beak. That. Honestly, I think we're only going to do 1 more stitch. And that is going to be the beak. So we're going to do 2 chains. And snip a clip. Alrighty. And we're going to do that. Oh, bird! Don't fly away. Or don't fall away. Don't fall away. Stay here. Don't go. Alright. I want to hide this. Because if I just tried to pull it into that hole, that's not going to stay hidden. So I want to hide it inside of this stitch and then pull it into the hole, just like that. There we go. And now to grab, you know what? I'm actually going to do it with a little needle. We're just going to grab the needle for this, and we're going to go down the center of the beak, right into the bird. And yeah, we're going to go over here. There we go. And then I'm going to hold this like right here so that it will kind of pull it down a little bit, but not too much, because I want it to pull the knot into the beak so it hides the knot as well, which the knot is like right there. But you can barely even see it. So there's the little bird. Alright. Now I gotta figure out what to do for these wings. Okay, bird, you gotta stay standing. Stay standing, okay? You can stand up. It's not that hard. I know, sometimes I just want to fall over too and just act like you're just a wet noodle, and it's wonderful. Okay, let me look at these wings. They're so complicated. Okay, maybe they're not so complicated. We have a base of light brown. We have some higher up stripes of medium brown. We have some mid-wing-ish stripes of dark brown. And then the wingtips are dark brown. How did you get on your bird? There we go. Okay. I think that's doable. Maybe. We're going to find out. We're going to see how doable this is. Should I try doing what we did for the should we try doing something like, oh wait, not that one. This one. Should we try doing something like this one with the little birds? I mean, we could try it. We could see if it'll work. I'm trying to think, because the stripes would be going in this direction. Not this direction. I don't know. I don't know. I think we're just gonna stick to what I usually do for these little guys. And we're gonna see how it looks, and maybe eventually if we want to change it up, we can change it up. But I kind of want something simple for right now. Okay, so we start from the back and we work our way to the front, and I count 3 stitches from under the eye. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna go this stitch here. Oh, come on, yarn. There we go. And I think we're gonna go, what is it? 10 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 9, 10. Okay. And then we're gonna do a slip stitch in this first one, slip stitch in this second one. We're gonna do a single stitch here, but I'm actually going to swap to the dark brown because we need to get our little dark brown stripe in there. So we're gonna add in dark brown stripe. And we're gonna do, I think, 2 stitches of this dark brown. So we're gonna do, that is not dark brown, that is the light brown. We're gonna do 1 stitch of dark brown. There's 1. And then we're gonna do a second one. Okay, there's second one, and we're going to make this dark brown travel up. There we go, and we're just going to leave him right there. Okay, and we're going to do another one of these light brown stitches. And then we're going to swap to the medium brown. We're getting complicated here. If I really wanted to, I probably could add little bits of black into the wing, but I think that would just make it excessively complicated, and I don't feel like doing that just to make things excessively complicated. That would be less than fun. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 stitches of this medium brown. I'm still going to be hiding those tails in there. So that is 1 stitch of medium brown and 2 stitch of medium brown. Now we're going to make the medium brown travel up. So I'm going to swap back to the light brown, and we're going to finish with a stitch of light brown. Okay, is that 1 stitch of light brown? I don't know what my yarn is doing. What is my yarn doing? Nope, I got 1 more light brown stitch right here. I think. We're gonna pretend that this is 1 more stitch of light brown. Now I'm just gonna leave those ends alone. They're just trying to do all sorts of random stuff, and I have no idea what they're trying to do. Okay, we're going to attach to here now. So we're just gonna do a slip stitch, and we're gonna turn around. Turn around. And now we're gonna go the opposite direction. And we're just going to, for the most part, I actually need to hide this medium brown in that stitch, and then that'll be fine. And then I need to let this one travel up. So what I mean by travel up is that it kind of goes in between the stitches a little bit, so that when I get to the next row, it'll be like right there, and it's going to be super close to where I'm going to be using it next, so that you can't really see it when I get to that spot. It's kind of cool. So I kind of just do like a little travel up type of thing. Okay, and then we're gonna do this one. So to make it travel up, I do the normal stitch. So I have it over top, and then I grab yarn and pull it underneath. So it's over top of the yarn that I'm currently using. So it's over top of the yarn that I'm currently using. So I'm currently using this lighter brown, and I'm making this darker brown travel up. So I have it on top of that yarn that I just pulled through that stitch there. And now when I finish this stitch, now I'm going to swap it so that my brown yarn goes over top of my light brown yarn, so that now it's in the back. So when I do this final stitch, this stitch is actually just going to be a slip stitch. Now this brown yarn, I'm pretty much going to be going right into using this brown yarn, and it's literally right there in that stitch that I'm going to be starting it at. So it doesn't really have to go anywhere. So now I'm going to go like this. I'm going to have that on that side, I think. And we're going to pull that. So I need to do a couple of slip stitches here. I think I just want to do 3. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. And now I do want to have the dark brown a little bit further down, I think. So we're going to now hide that dark brown inside of some of these stitches here. And actually I want it to go right there. So we're just going to let this brown travel up now, so I'm going to have it go over top of my medium brown. I need this to be a increase stitch. And now I'm actually going to be swapping and using this medium brown again. And you can see that that medium brown is literally right exactly where I need it to be to start using it. So we're going to finish that stitch. Someone is driving past with very loud music. Nope, they parked in the alleyway. So my neighbors really like loud music. Which is all right. I just don't think I can listen to it on stream. Alrighty, let's go. I might need to go close my other window. We shall see. We shall see. We're gonna go over here. Yeah, so I'm just hiding that lighter brown right behind all of those stitches that are there. Okay, because we're gonna get to this spot here. And yes. Okay, so I need to swap again and go to my... Actually, I think we might actually just be done with the light brown. I kind of want to see what this is going to do. We're going to go here. I'm going to finish that stitch, and then I actually want to tie off this light brown. So we're going to do 2 chain stitches there, and then we will tie that off. Okay, tie that off. All right, and now we're going to attach this. I think I want this to go right here, actually. I'm gonna go there. We're gonna do a slip stitch, and now I'm gonna go the opposite direction one last time to make this wing nice and fancy. Hopefully nice and fancy. So I'm gonna make this edge mainly flat. So we're gonna get to here. I think I need to do my increase again. And then we're gonna swap to the dark brown here. And actually I want to make sure I hide that medium brown in there. So we're gonna swap to the dark brown here. We're hiding that medium brown inside of those stitches. There we go. I want this to be a stitch. There we go. And then I want this to be a stitch. Okay. And I think I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do slip stitch, single stitch, but we're not gonna complete it. We're gonna go into this next stitch here and combine all 3 of those. Nope, actually, I don't think I want that to be a... maybe just this, and then going into this stitch. Just trying to get this shape right. Not sure if I'm getting it. Not sure if that's quite right either. I don't think so. I don't think I want that right there yet. Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna go this stitch. Do a single. This stitch. Oops. And do a single. Alrighty. And now we're gonna do we're gonna do all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do a slip stitch and a slip stitch and a single. Okay, and now we can go here, do a single, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Do a slip stitch and one more slip stitch. Okay, and then we're gonna go here, do a single, okay, and do 1, 2, do 1 slip stitch, and then we can connect it here, and I think why does that not look right? I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more of those. Actually, I think that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be it. Okay, now I'm going to swap back over to the light brown, and I'm just going to hide the rest of this dark brown going all the way back to the base of the wing, so that then I can hide that tail in the... Oh, you know what? I was actually going to try something. We're gonna try something here. I wanted to try 1, 2. Oh, we have an ad that's about to start shortly. And there it goes. Alright, I was gonna try doing just little feathery things here. 1 and 2. And slip stitch. So I wanted to get a little bit more ruffles on these wings here. Wanted to add a few more feathers. Just a few along the trailing edge. See how it works. 1, 2. There's that one. Go there. 1, 2. Whoops, splitting the yarn. There we go. Go there. 1, 2. Go there, and then we'll do that. Slip stitch. Okay. Oh my goodness, my yarn. Yarn is all over the place. Don't you know what to do? Okay, come on, yarn. Work with me. There we go. All right. Oh, and I think we're back from the ad. Wonderful. 1 and 2. Oh dear. 2. There we go. Perfect. We'll go there. We'll go there. And then I go right here. Question mark? Sure. We'll go there. 1 and 2. We do slip stitch in that first one. I know you guys can barely probably see anything that's happening at the moment. I do apologize. It's just a giant mess of everything at the moment. It is fine. It is indeed all sorts of fine. Okay, and we're just going to do that, and then we're going to do a couple of chains so that we can end this. There we go. Okay, now we just got to get all of these things tucked away. I'm going to make this go away. Oh, come on, yarn. 1 chain, 2 chains. Cut that. Make that go away. It's very ruffled on that wing, but that's okay. It was kind of the goal. I don't think I wanted it quite so ruffled. I wanted it to have like feathers, but not ruffled, and it kind of made it ruffled, but that's okay. That will be okay, I think. Alright, and we're going to get this to go right there. Alright, we're going to make this one go in there. I think I need to use this for this one. Is this one even tied off? I can't tell if that's tied off. That does not look tied off. I don't trust that that's not tied off. We're going to tie it off just to be safe, because I definitely don't want this to be falling apart. There we go. Now it's tied off. And how about this one? That one. I think that might be the tail for... Yeah, I think this one is the... Or this one is the tail for the brown when we first added it. So I think that one will be okay. Okay, now I just need to hide these going into all of these stitches. There we go. And we're going to put both of these in the same one because they're close enough together to do that. There we go. Okay, come on. Come on. What are we stuck on? What are we stuck on? There we go. Okay. I think I might actually just pull those a little bit and then just clip them. And then those will hide nicely right inside of those stitches. And now we just go figure out this discombobulated stuff. Ah, come on, yarn, yarn, yarn. Work with me. Please and thank you. Much appreciated. I'm gonna go right here. Oh, almost. Almost. There we go. Beautiful. And we're gonna go right there. There we go. That's quite nice. Alrighty. And now I need to take this one. Why does this one want to go up? I mean, it can. I suppose it can if it wants to. Maybe it'll go here. Maybe it'll go here. Yeah, it can go there. That's fine. And then I could do the exact same thing that I did for that other one. We're just going to go zoop and whoop. Perfect. Alrighty. There is the little wing. Looks kind of nice, actually. I kind of like that. I actually kind of like how it's kind of ruffled along this edge here. And then I like that it's darker along those edges. You can't really see this middle section here, but there are a couple of darker stitches there. And then you have this little spot for this wing. And then obviously the wing tips are little tips there are tight, or not tight, they're dark brown. I kind of like that. All right, now we just got to do that, but reversed. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. And I need to do this today. I can't just push this off to another day, because if I don't do it today, I'm going to forget how to do it. Oh boy. Okay, let's do this. We can do this. It'll be fine. Okay, so we start with the light brown. Start with light brown, and we just do 10 stitches. So we go under the eye, 1, 2, 3. And we do 10 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe we did 2 slips, 1 single, and then we swapped to the brown. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a tail on this one so that we can make sure we hide it nice. Okay. All right, we're going to swap to the dark brown, and we're going to hide the tail along with the light brown. Wait, am I in the light brown? Yes, I have the light brown. Okay. I thought I messed up already. But we're good. Everything's fine. Okay. 2 stitches of dark. So now we're going to swap to the tan. And I want to make this travel up, so we're going to have that go over there. Go there, and we're going to keep hiding this dark brown tail. All right, now I need to swap to my medium brown, and I'm going to give this one a decent sized tail as well so I can hide it. I think I might do 3 stitches with the medium brown for this side, and we'll see if we like that one better. Okay, we're gonna do, so we're in that stitch, so I need to go to this one. I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now I need to swap to my light brown. There we go, and we're going to attach this one forward with a little slip stitch. And now I need to hide these. Right? Yes, yes, yes. I think so. Yeah, okay. We're going to wait, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I didn't make it travel up. Oh well, that's okay. We're gonna go right here, and I need to make this one hide now. Okay, come on. Where'd you go? There you are. We're gonna make that one hide. We're going to use this one. Wait, no. I need to hide this one. And I need to use this one. Okay. Just gonna make that one hide. Beautiful. Oh wait, I need to make this one travel up now. Okay, and then we'll go here. Nope, you need to travel up. Yeah, right there. Okay, now we need to get this brown one hidden in there a little bit. There we go. We're going to make the brown hide. There's that one. There's that one. And then we're going to make the brown travel up. And I'm going to do my slip stitch right here. And then we turn around. And we can start using the dark brown again. So I'm going to make this light brown go to the other side so that I can make some space for stuff. And I need to actually do some slip stitches with the dark brown. Okay, I think we're going to do one that. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and we can leave. We're going to make this one travel up. Okay, that will travel up now. Beautiful. We're going to do a increase here. Increase. Single, and we're going to swap to the dark brown. So we're going to swap to that, and I'm going to make the light brown hide. Okay, why is there only like 2 stitches of this? I mean, I suppose that's fine, but I'm pretty sure there should have been 3. Okay, well, now there's 3 of that. Okay, now I can make, let's attach the light brown, and then we can end that one because we're done with it. So I'm just doing a couple of chain stitches with the light brown, and then we'll just clip it, make that tighten and go away, and we can pull that out of the mess. Okay, can pull it out of the mess. All right, and then we're just going to attach here. There's a cicada outside. I love cicadas. Cicadas are wonderful little bugs. I got a really cool picture of a cicada the other day. He had just come out of his little exoskeleton metamorphosis thingy. It was super cool. It was super cool looking. Very, very cool. Very fancy. Very fun. Okay, when did I swap to... Okay, so we swapped a little bit after the brown. Okay. So I need to make sure that I hide this brown in... Nope, that's not what I want. That's not hiding the brown. Gonna do that, gonna do that, gonna do that. Gonna go here. And then we're gonna make sure that that brown gets hidden. Okay. Did I do an increase up here? I think I did not. I actually want to do an increase right here. There we go. That's better. Okay, so shortly after the brown. So I think right around here-ish. No, we should get to... Wait. Confusion. 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 Oh, okay. We swapped to the dark brown right when we got to these dark brown stitches. So I want to hide the light brown or the medium brown. And we're going to do an increase right here. There we go. Okay. This is better. This makes more sense now. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing something wrong. It's like, I don't know what it be. Don't know. So that one, and then we have one more, and then we're going to do the 4 chains. So there's that one, and now we're going to do the 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we do a slip stitch in 2 of those. 1, 2. We do a single stitch here. And then we go here and do a single here. And then we do 3. Hello, yarn. 1, 2, 3. We do 2 slips. 1. Hello, yarn. 2 slips. We go into this a stitch. Do that. 1, 2. We do 1 slip. And then 1 single, and then we're going to swap to the medium brown. I'm going to finish that one with the medium brown, and I'm going to do 2 more chains with the medium. Then we do a slip, and we're just going to do that all the way down. I'm actually going to, yeah, I think I want to attach this dark brown here. So that's 1 chain and then 2 chains. I'm going to give myself a decent tail though. Get that out of there. There's that. So now that's attached. So that's not going to let that thing change at all, which will be good. And now I can just finish doing this like normal. 1, 2, slip stitch. And then I could just hide this tail as I go down the wing. Okay. 1 and 2. And we do a slip. Here. 1, 2. And a slip. There we go. One, 2. Do the slip stitch. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's a slip stitch. I've always just called it a slip stitch, and I'm going to assume that that's what it is. I think it's it would technically be like the whole thing that I'm doing would technically be like a picot stitch. But if you were gonna break it up into smaller stitches, it's like I'm doing 2 chains and then I'm doing a slip stitch into the first of those chains so that it kind of makes that little bump, little triangle thing at the end. A little feather. It says a little feather. 1, 2. And then you go there. I mean, that's kind of the thing with like a lot of stitches, like shell stitch. It's really just like it. it's considered one stitch, even though like you're making like multiple stitches with it. Like it's several stitches that you're doing together in order to make the thing look like a shell. Or like a popcorn stitch, I think, is also slightly like it's multiple stitches that you're doing in one thing in order to make it look like a little popcorn thing. Or the little bobble thing. Like it's lots, it's many stitches. They just call it one thing because it's easier to it's easier to put into a pattern, do this stitch, than it is to say like do 5 of these in this thing. And it's like, okay. It's easier to write in patterns, but it's like, is this right? I hope this is right. Okay. And now I'm just going to attach this here. And 1 chain, 2 chains. We're gonna clip that. Alrighty. That should be the wings. Now we just need to hide all of the messes. And that should be alright. Okay, which of these can I hide with this? Okay, so this thing wants to hide right here. So we're gonna go right like that to pull that to the, oh, maybe did not grab the right thing. We're gonna pull that to the back there. All right, and then it can go hide right there. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'm gonna make all 3 of these because those are all going in the same place. We're gonna make all 3 of those go to the same spot. Right there, and ultimately right. Oh, come on. I still wanted that thing. But can I also get this thing? I don't know what that is. I think that's a knot. Okay, I see. We'll just go down there then. That'll be fine. Okay, let's make this one go through. Joop. Oh, that did not go all the way through, but that's fine. Now it did. We'll make this one go through. There we go. Then we'll make this one go through. There we go. And then we just push that all the way through. Hopefully that goes through nicely. It kind of is, kind of isn't. What are we getting stuck on? Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on, wing. There we go. All right, we got that. Now we just have these 2, which I think I could just make this one disappear right there. As for that one, I think I can just wrap it around this thing and then pull it right down there. I grabbed something else. What did I grab? Okay, well, there's that. Okay, we're good. There we go. Oh, we pulled some of the fluff out. There we go. Now we have our little bird, his little wings. Little wings. They're a little bit wonky, but that's okay. I think probably what I need to do is I need to do, if I'm going to do these little picot stitches, I need to do it every other stitch and not every single stitch. I think that's kind of why it's giving this little ruffled bit type of thing. And this bird does not want to stay standing. There we go. Now he can stand a little bit better. Alright, well, there is little bird. We still gotta do the tail. But I think I'm gonna call it there for today. And yeah, we'll get the tail done tomorrow, and then we'll probably start working on Song Sparrow number 2 as well. And we'll try to do something different for the coloration. So I think I might just do the off-white going all the way down. And end, because then you'll actually be able to see those darker patches. One thing I realized is I didn't do the dark spot in the middle. So I need to remember to do the dark spot in the middle for the bird. I might see if I have a lighter gray, because it's not supposed to be quite so dark. It's not supposed to be that dark. So I'm gonna see if I have a lighter gray. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, goodbye everyone.